Hello Rider fans and Zenonzard players, and welcome to the Kamen Rider X Zenonzard collaboration. So the collaboration just started today, and as promised I've already spent quite a bit of money on it. It doesn't look like I have a lot of Z-Stone premium currency because I've just been hopping around the shops finding the best deals to get, so I've already spent it on like some bling which come together with pack tickets. So I basically converted most of my premium currency to pack tickets already. So combined with the gold that I have, some of which I also got from my premium currency, I have a total of 60 rolls today. But during this event period, we get to draw the Kamen Rider Gacha once for free every day, so technically I'll be able to show you guys 61 draws. Now, I am a pretty stingy person, so I don't want to spend more than I have to, so I'm hoping that from these 60 draws and like any extra draws that I get throughout the events, I'll be able to complete all 3 Kamen Rider decks for double, O's and Zero-One, and then I won't have to spend much more than that. But of course, the thing is, even though you get to keep these Kamen Rider cards permanently, you can only purchase the pack and craft these Kamen Rider cards during the event period, which is until the end of September. So if I don't manage to get all the Kamen Rider cards I want, I don't complete the decks by the end of September, I basically might not be able to get these cards ever again. So if push comes to shove, if I don't manage to complete the collection through my own effort and through these 60 draws in the beginning, I'm just gonna have to spend more money in the end, and you guys will get to enjoy me doing that. But of course, I'm really hoping that won't be the case. Now, let's get right into this with our very first free draw. Okay, now let's see what we get from this very first solo pack. Okay, it's just blue, so it doesn't look like we're getting anything too interesting, but that's fine, this is just a warm-up. One rare only? Seriously? Dude, this does not bode well, man, but just take a look at these cards, guys! So first of all, our rare is gonna be a base minion, the Attach Caliber for Zero-One. It is a very strong card. You basically equip it to one of your minions with Kamen or Masked, and then that minion cannot be targeted by the effects of your opponent's magic cards, which is just insane. Now let's just take a quick look at the rest of the cards we got, alright? So here we have another base minion. The right vendor owes us a bike basically, and then here we got Mezul as well, Beaker Final Illusion, O's Gatakiriba combo, Latorata combo, and to pair up with Mezul, we also have Gamel, very cool, and finally we have a magic for the Zero-One deck, Breaking Impact. So as you guys can see, O's is basically blue, Zero-One is white, and Double is green. But the villains of each series are featured as well, so as you guys can see, the Greeds and Yamis from O's, they are red, Metsubo Jinrai Net is yellow, and the Dopans from Double are actually purple. Okay. Not a very good start. It feels like I seriously got 5 O's cards from this pack alone, and that is not a very good sign, because from the card effects, I think O's is kind of like one of the more gimmicky decks, so I'm kind of aiming towards building Double and Zero-One first, because I'm thinking those will be more meta. Anyway, let's start from our tickets, our first official 10 times. Let's go. Yes, so depending on the legends or epics, the foils I basically pull from these first 60, that will probably determine the first deck I build, and I'm really going for either Double or Zero-One. Come on! 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow packs? Okay, so no confirmed legends, but I'm thinking we'll probably still get one legend within these 10 times at least. Let's go, first pack. Okay, very nice. Yellow that we were not expecting. Let's see what our first epic is. Very cool, 2 Kamen Rider Nakis, and who is that I see there? Vulcan Assault Wolf. Nice. Okay, and our first epic is Shining Assault Hopper! No chance of surviving this shot. So, just like all the main Kamen Riders in this series, during your turn, when this minion deals damage, you can Henshin into a white Kamen minion from your deck. When summoned and when Henshin, this minion becomes active, and after that you can choose one of your opponent's minions. That minion becomes active, and during this turn, it must block. And finally, during your turn, this minion cannot be destroyed by your opponent's effect. So very solid, a pretty good card. Now we're really hoping to get Metal Cluster Hopper, and Zero-Two to build off of this so that I can start building that Zero-One deck. Oh, Ikazuchi! Nice! Very cool, man. I think Ikazuchi is probably my favorite Ametsubo Jinrai rider. And Ankh, a base minion for Os, is very strong as well. When attached to one of your minions with Kamen, whenever that minion attacks a force, it cannot be blocked. So it allows your Kamen minions to basically guarantee damage to your opponent, which will fulfill the Henshin condition. Now we've got two epics, it seems. Our first one is Joker Extreme Maximum Drive. Very nice. Okay, this is a really strong green card. Basically, rest either one of your opponent's minions or one of their force can be used in either main or flash. But while it's in the trash, whenever one of your minion henshins, you can retrieve it back to your hand. So this is a recurring theme that we will see in all of the Kamen Rider magic cards that you guys will see. Now, our other epic is Kamen Rider Joker! Nice! Now this is a really important card for double. Dude, this is so awesome. You're starting off with like Zero-One and double epics. During your turn, of course it has the Henshin effect. And when you Henshin into this guy, you basically move 1 green mana into your base. So mana acceleration for green, very strong. And it's going to be very compatible with Kamen Rider because the forms that you are allowed to Henshin to are limited by the total amount of mana you currently have. So the faster you get more mana, the faster you can access your higher cost forms like Cyclone Joker Extreme and Cyclone Joker Gold Extreme. Okay, nothing too interesting in this one. Well, we got Vulcan Shooting Wolf, pretty cool. Next pack, nothing here too. And well, I guess we've completed the Vulcan series now with Vulcan Punching Kong. And very nice, we also got the rare 2-cost O's, which is going to be... These 2-cost base forms for the riders are very strong. Because while rested, they can't be targeted by your opponent's effects. So your opponent basically can't destroy... What are these? First one. Oh, another copy of Shining Assault Hopper. So our Zero-One deck is coming along very nicely. Oh!
Probe, rise! Torpedo, rise!
Rising Hopper!
A jump to the sky turns to a rider kick.
This is the best day of my life. This is the best day of my life. We got the 2-cost base form for... Oh my god, it plays it when I open the card?
Rise! Rising Hopper!
A jump to the sky turns to a rider kick.
Okay, but basically there are some special cards that have some kind of like animation on their art, as you guys are seeing here, and they also play the sound effect when you summon them in-game. So our Zero-One deck is like coming along super strong right now. But man, I was really hoping... 3 cards and... Zetsumetsu Evolution! Kamen Rider Zenonzard! Dude, this guy isn't even that great, but I just want him because it's Zenonzard. Okay, what are our 3 foils? Epic! Nice! Rising Impact! Very cool. So now we're getting that. Okay, the O's driver for a base minion for the O's deck, very strong. It's an epic base minion. Basically allows your Kamen Riders to Henshin without meeting the basic condition. Another epic, and unfortunately it's Terror Dopen, so there are epics for like the villains, but they're not very strong, so we're just gonna kind of skim over them. Okay. 2 flip cards. Legend is... Oh! Oh! Glory Path 2! Kamen Rider Zero-Two. It's never over. I am literally high right now. Anyway, Zero-Two is a final form, so it has no Henshin effect. But when you Henshin into it, all of your minions basically gain restand or reboots, and during your turn, whenever this minion wins a battle, inflict 1 damage to your opponent. During your turn, whenever one of your other minions wins a battle, this minion becomes active, it restands, and permanently continuous effect, this minion cannot be selected by your opponent's effects. OP, but just what I would have expected from Zero-Two, man. That is so sick. Okay, our top card is... Okay guys, it looks like we're building the Zero-One deck first. We got the Zero-One driver, which basically allows your riders, your white Kamen Riders to basically Henshin when they win a battle. They don't have to inflict damage, so that is a much easier condition. Well, I mean, it basically means that if your opponent blocks, you can Henshin. Your opponent doesn't block, you still can Henshin, so very strong. Thank you, Zenonzard. Thank you, Bandai. I'm like, for it, I will be eternally grateful. Kamen Rider Joker again, dude, sick. And the last one?
Cyclone Joker!
We got one each of the base forms with sound. This is the greatest. Our first 10 times is already so epic.
Cyclone Joker!
Another double. And our final pack, probably nothing. Okay, that's fine. Our first 10 times was intense. We got like 9 epics, 1 legend, and our legend is 0-2. So we are going to focus on the 0-1 deck now. Okay, using tickets again. 21 times, let's go. Give me another 0-2 or metal cluster hopper, please. Let's go for the 0-1 deck. Just 2 yellows. But man, this is so fitting considering 0-1 just ended. Like honestly, it's the deck. While I kind of lean towards double because it's green, like I'm honestly most hyped to play 0-1. Okay, first pack, nothing much. Let's just go, just go! Okay, we basically, I think, like have like all the cards already. Okay, Birth is a new card. What's this over here? Epic, Tajadol, Lost Blaze. On either main or flash, deplete the turn player's movement rights. And during this turn, for each depleted movement right, one of your opponent's minions gets minus 400 BP, and minus 1 DP to its original value. And again, just like Rising Impact and Joker Extreme, whenever one of your minion Henshins, you can retrieve it from the trash. So very strong. Okay, I see Burning Falcon and Horobi right there. What's this? Epic? Okay, another O's driver. Fine. We'll take that. 2 blocked cards. The first one is Kamen Rider Valkyrie Lightning Hornet. She's a neutral minion with swoop, and when summoned during this turn, all of your opponent's minions gets minus 100 BP. So very NC golem strategies basically. Legend is Cyclone Joker Gold Extreme. That is great. That is the boss card that we'll need for our double deck. But to be honest, as a form, I prefer the normal Extreme a bit more. But I mean, in the card game, we definitely need this guy. When summoned and when Henshin, choose up to 3 minions or force, can be either yours or your opponent's. Those that are rested become active, and those that are active become rested. Now that is an honestly sick effect. First, if your opponent has a wall of minions, you can rest all of them, suddenly turn the tables. And if you've already attacked many times this turn and all of your minions are rested, by bringing this guy down, you refresh all of them, giving you a complete another set of attacks. Very strong. And continuous effect, whenever your opponent's minion or force becomes rested, this minion gets BP plus 100, DP plus 1. And this applies even when your opponent rests their minions to attack. But basically, so much synergy with the first effect. If it hits the field and you use it to rest 3 of your opponent's minion and force, instantly plus 300 BP plus 3 DP, 1400 BP, 5 DP. End the game right there. And finally, when this minion attacks, you can rest one of your opponent's minions or force, and they do not become active during your opponent's until the end of your opponent's next standby phase. So very strong, very epic. We are starting off with the 0-1 and double decks. Let's keep this trend going, alright? Let's keep this trend going. Oh man, I am... Okay, we've got 2. And the double driver as an epic base minion, very strong. We'll take that. And okay, our second set, we got 1 legend and 4 epics. I mean, not as great as our first, but I think Cyclone Joker Gold Extreme is really worth it already. Okay, we're out of tickets. We're moving on to gold. 10 times, let's go! 31 draws. Only one yellow this time? But as you guys can see, we have a very high chance of getting a legend in each 10 times, so I'm pretty sure we'll get a legend. Again, our first pack is not very promising. I really want to get 3 each of all of like the sound effect base form riders. Epic, Zero-One driver, nice. What's this over here? Okay, lightning hornet again. O's driver. Six packs, 7 packs, 8 packs. Dude, 9 packs. Again, nothing. Only one. Please be a legend. Oh, it's not even an epic! Oh my god, our third 10 times and only 3 epics, not even a single legend. That does not bode well. Come on. 41 draws. 41 times. Okay, quite a lot of yellow. We got 4 yellows here. Just adjust my Bluetooth. Come on! Ah, first pack, not that great. Okay. Come on. This is probably an epic legend! Puto Tyrannosaurus! Okay, I know I said I didn't want to build an O's deck, but you can't expect me not to get hyped about this guy, man. It's not the ultimate ace card in the O's deck, so it still has the Henshin effect. When summoned, move all of your opponent's lowest cost minions into the base in their rest state. And when Henshin, destroy all of your opponent's lowest cost minions. After that, this minion becomes active. So a very strong Henshin option. Basically, you wipe the opponent's field, especially if they've got like a golem wall set up. And then after that, you basically get an additional attack off of that too. Okay, another Joker, nice. Okay, Cyclone Joker. We basically heard this enough.
Rise!
So big a rise! Oh, 3. Sound card. Lost Blaze and Epic. Well, I guess this is an O's 10 times then. What's this? 3!
Rise!
Okay. 3. I think we have a chance to get a bonus legend. Double driver. Rising Impact and... Kamen Rider Joker. That's fine. I'll take it. Okay, so 40 times we got 1 legend and 5 epics, but this time we got Puto Tyranno. So that's 1 legend for each of the decks right now, so we're kind of tied. We've still got 20 times left, so let's see which deck the game pushes us towards with these final 20 time draws. The first one turned yellow, but it's literally the only one yellow. Well, 2 epics at least. Okay, let's see what we get. Shining Assault Hopper. O's Driver. Now that I think about it, Right, I've got quite a lot of Kamen Rider Jokers, which is the epic for double, and the epic for Zero-One is Shining Assault Hopper. I think I've got 3 already. And the epic for O's would be Taja Doll. I don't think I've gotten any of that just yet. Okay. So at least we're still being pushed to double, and O's we got 3 copies, the max of their key epic cards already, so that's pretty strong. Fang Joker is just a common, I believe. Yeah. Okay. Voice card. This 10 times isn't looking very promising. Another Valkyrie. Uva. Oh, why so much Hornets? Two of our 10 times had no legends. Now we're out of tickets and out of gold, silver, the free currency. We are only left with basically the premium currency, the Z stones. But although I only have 950 Z stones left, each player is allowed to basically buy 10 packs of the Rider booster at only 800 Z stones. So we're gonna use that for our final 10 times. I'm hoping that Z stones mean we get a bit better luck. I can't tell if that's better luck. We got 3 yellows, okay? Come on, let me just have one more legend, please! Okay, at this point, I would say I'm hoping for Metal Cluster Hopper. I have seen enough Yua today. Oh, Tajadol! Nice! And another Rising Impact.
Progress!
I got enough of these, I got enough of these. Our last pack. Our 61st pack. Well. In 61 rolls, we got 3 legends. 1 for each rider. So at this point, I don't even know which deck I will be making first, but it will probably be either double or 0-1. Am I happy? No? Am I satisfied? I wouldn't say so. Am I gonna have to spend more money on this?